Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new studio vlog. I hope you're all doing really well, and if you're new here, I'm Shannon and I'm a pet portrait and wildlife artist, and I specialise in coloured pencils, so if that's of interest to you then keep on watching. I feel like this vlog is going to be more on the chatty side today because it's been such a long time since I've sat down and filmed anything like this. The last time that I did a studio vlog was before I went to Kenya on a safari trip, so yeah, I've not spoke to you on here really since then, apart from doing a few tutorials and stuff. I feel like I've just been trying to catch up on everything since getting back. I had the absolute time of my life. It was pretty life-changing going on a trip like that. It's been at the top of my bucket list for years now. So if you've not been following along, myself and another wildlife artist called Zoe Fitchett took a group of travellers over to Kenya to go on safari. So we did some art while we were out there, and we also obviously went in search of wildlife. If you ever get the chance to go on a safari at some point in your life, then I really do recommend it. But yeah, since getting back, I feel like I've almost struggled to get into things again. I don't know, it's weird. I feel like a little bit different since getting back from Kenya. I've had so much to catch up on, like commissions and Patreon tutorials and YouTube tutorials, so I've been just trying to get back into doing those and get myself back on track. And I've also been really desperate to start some Kenya inspired originals as well. So I got loads of really good references while I was out there of different animals like the lions and cheetahs and stuff. So I've been desperate to start creating some artwork from that, but I've obviously had to do the other stuff before I could even think about doing that. But I have started one which I'll show you in this vlog. But yeah, I've just honestly been like struggling to get back into the swing of things, to be honest. I just felt like making some big changes. I feel like I'm in a bit of a transition period where I want to change the way that I do things. I'm almost having a bit of an identity crisis as an artist, and I don't know what kind of artist I want to be, but I don't think it's necessarily the artist that I am now. And yeah, I've been finding that quite difficult to get my head around. I think where I see myself in 5 years is definitely a little different now to what I would have said before I went. So yeah, I'll get more into that. But yeah, I think I just really needed to come back on here and do a vlog because I've really missed doing this, and I felt a bit lost without having some sort of YouTube video to work on. So yeah, it's nice to be back. I've got a really busy week this week as well. I've got a concert in Manchester tonight. I'm going to see London Grammar, who are one of my favourite bands, so that'll be really nice. I'm going to meet up with Becca Barron, who is another artist on here as well. She does pet portraits and wildlife art, and we've become really good friends over the past year. So we're going to do pottery painting at Craft and Common, so that'll be really nice. I've never done pottery painting before, which is like quite strange considering I'm a very creative person, but I think that'll be really nice. I feel like sometimes you just need to meet up with your arty friends and just chat and put the world to rights. So that's what we're going to do. And I've not seen her since before I went to Kenya either, so it'd be really nice to catch up about that. So yeah, I've got a busy week of like fun things. I also have a lot of stuff to do with my business. So last time we spoke, I was a little bit unsure of what to do with my Etsy and online shop because the website where I bought my cardstock has closed, so I couldn't source that from there anymore, and every other website that I've seen it on, it's mega expensive, hardly worth bothering with. So I closed my online shop for a bit and I put my Etsy shop in holiday mode, and I just thought I'll have a think about what I want to do over the next month or so. And I managed to find a new cardstock that's a lot cheaper than the Tintoretto gesso that I was using. And it's very similar. It's not exactly the same, but to be honest, it doesn't need to be exactly the same. I just wanted to have that nice hammered effect. So basically, long story short, I have reopened my online shop and Etsy, and I'm using this new cardstock. It's just like a hammered cardstock. It's smooth on the inside and then hammered on the outside, and I got it from Envelopes UK. I'll leave a link down below for those of you that also were using the Tintoretto gesso from Wow. I've had quite a few messages from people saying, I don't know if you know, but I can't get hold of this cardstock anymore, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm having the same issue. So yeah, if you're struggling to find the Tintoretto gesso and you need a replacement, go and check out this one from Envelopes UK, and it's so much cheaper and the quality is like just as good, if you ask me. So sometimes things work out better, like you have a bit of a bump in the road and then you sort of find other ways of doing things that ends up being better. So yeah, that's one of those situations, so I'm really happy with that. I've actually had a card order from a local shop in Garstang. I went in on Friday with some of my products, which was pretty nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie. Going in with products and sort of seeing if someone likes them enough to put them in the shop. But yeah, I just thought I would give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? So I took some prints and cards and gift tags and stuff in, and got a card order with some Christmas cards. So I've been busy printing those out this last couple of days, and I need to like cut them up and fold them, put them in the envelopes and stuff, and then go and take them to the shop later on this week. It's the Art Room Gallery in Garstang. Yeah, it's not really something that I've delved into much before. I've not experimented much with selling my products in shops. I've had a couple of prints in a shop in Clitheroe before, but I didn't really give it my all, to be honest. So this could be a nice new avenue. And the great thing with this new cardstock is that I don't get those little printer lines that I used to get on the Tintoretto gesso, which was really frustrating. But yeah, this one's a bit thinner, so I feel like that's why you don't really get the lines. And because it's thinner, I can put like 5 sheets in the printer and it'll just feed them all through one after another. I couldn't do that with the Tintoretto gesso. I had to put one in at a time, so it took a long time. So it wasn't ideal for bulk printing things. I mean, this printer isn't ideal for bulk printing anyway. I use the Epson ET8500 and it's quite slow. It's not really like a commercial printer for businesses. It's more of like a personal printer, I'd say. But I'm going to do an entire video on my thoughts on this printer now that I've had it for over a year. Bear with me on that. It just takes me a while to like write the script and stuff for these kinds of videos, but I have started it, so more on that in a separate video. But yeah, I'm just really relieved to have found a cardstock that works, because I felt really bad about having my shop closed for so long. I'm just glad to have it back open, even if it's not like currently the most profitable avenue of my business. I really like having that online shop, and yeah, knowing that people love it enough to purchase it is like a really nice feeling as an artist. So yeah, I've been feeling good about some things, not so great about other things, but I think that's just life when you have your own business, isn't it? This piece of hair is driving me crazy. Yeah, I feel like I've also got a bit of a cold. I feel like I sound a bit like groggy, but I always get that at this time of year. It was my birthday on Sunday. I turned 29 and I had a lovely weekend. I spent it with my friends, my family, had the best meal I've ever had in my life on Sunday at a restaurant called The Eagle at Wheaton. It's honestly my favourite restaurant ever. But yeah, so today I just started on a Christmas commission that I won't show you because I've been asked to keep it away from social media and stuff. So I've started that, and that is my only Christmas commission that I've got in the diary this year. I feel like I've just been wanting to slow down again on the commission front. I think going from having that part-time freelance work to not having it and then picking up more commissions, I think I've realised maybe that's not the direction that I want to go in. I think I miss having that other thing to do that's not fully putting pressure on me and me only. It's like nice to do something that sort of takes you away from it a little bit. So yeah, I've been struggling with having so much commission work to do. I think some artists love doing lots of commissions and they thrive off doing them, and I do to an extent. I love doing them, but I think doing them in the capacity that I'm doing them now isn't doing me favours, to be honest. I think doing one a month is more realistic for me. So I think in the new year I might try and go back to doing some sort of arrangement where I'm doing one commission a month, doing more of other stuff, and yeah, I think that'll be better for me. So yeah, started that Christmas commission. I've been doing a few others. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the lead up to Christmas. I think I'm just feeling a little bit lost at the minute in general. Like I said, I need to decide what direction I want to go in, but I don't want to bore you too much by babbling on. But yeah, so I now need to start filming the next part of a Patreon tutorial that I've been doing. I started this little mini bear tutorial, so cute. So I need to finish that off today and then I can get it uploaded tomorrow. I've been really enjoying making tutorials recently. I do feel like my strengths lie more so on the teaching side of things rather than just churning out loads and loads and loads of artwork. As much as it's lovely creating all sorts of different things, it is quite exhausting and time consuming, and I don't know what it is about teaching. I just feel like it really like ignites my love for drawing even more. I did an art workshop a few weeks ago. I didn't do a vlog because, to be honest, I was really struggling for time and I just needed to get everything done. Yeah, it was an autumn hedgehog workshop at Barton Grange Garden Centre, which is near me in Preston, and I absolutely loved it. It's just really given me the bug to do more workshops and teaching and helping people become better artists. I feel like that is something that really speaks to me, and I feel like it's something that I'm confident in. I get really, really positive feedback from, so I just think it's where I want to focus more of my attention in the new year. Because I enjoyed it so much, I've decided to book a workshop a month going forward from February, because the room that I do the workshops in is closed in December and possibly January because they do like a Christmas Santa's grotto in there. Yeah, from February I'm going to do one workshop a month, and potentially, if it goes well, I'll do 2 of the same workshop in the same weekend, one on Saturday, one Sunday, and then I can get like 2 groups of people. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just decide on one a month until I figure out exactly what I want to do. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the teaching side of things, and I'm just thinking about where I can make the most impact in what I do. And for me personally, that is through teaching other people, helping other people. But anyway, I feel like I've just been rambling. I do not look forward to editing this bit back because I've just been chatting so much. I hope it all makes sense, but excuse me, fly. I don't think this is going to be one of those really like aesthetic, like sort of vlogs that I like to do. I think this is going to be more of a rambly, chatty, brain dumping kind of vlog. So let's start on this tutorial. So this is my current setup. I treated myself to a brand new office chair because the one that I was using before, I was just getting a really bad back, and you really need to look after your back and your posture and stuff when you're doing as much drawing as I am. And I absolutely love this. I got it from Amazon. It was on sale for 50, should have been 80 I think, and it's really comfy. It's like memory foam on the bottom. It's really squishy. I've just got a blanket because I don't want to get the cushion pad dirty because it's a light colour. Obviously I had to go with the mint green colour. So I'm just going to start on the next part of the bear tutorial. I'm really enjoying using washi tape as well instead of masking tape at the minute to tape my drawings down so that they don't move. But yeah, that is what we've got so far. Really cute little miniature baby bear drawing, and there's not that many colours in this piece either, so it is good for beginners. I got a lot of people asking about quicker tutorials that don't take as long for beginners, and this one's only on the short side with it being so small. So yeah, that's a nice little place to start, and I would like to do more focused tutorials on YouTube too. I actually have some ideas for tutorials for the future that I need to sit down and properly plan, like some new series to start once I've finished the horse. But let's get on with this next part. Just making sure it's in focus. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 4 of the bear tutorial. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I feel like my voice sounds really weird at the minute. I feel really conscious of it. I don't know if it's just me like overthinking it, but I feel like it sounds really deep. I don't know, I just feel like I don't sound like me. I don't sound like my chirpy, happy self, but I think it's because of my sore throat, but yeah, it's really frustrating me that I don't sound like me. Okie dokie, the first thing we're going to do is use the Walnut Brown 177, and I'm going to start to go around these little bits of foliage. So I'm going to start from this one. Okay, let's go back to the Walnut Brown 177 and just start to add even more texture. Add a few more little bits of black. It's totally up to you how far you take it. And I might be tempted to call this one finished now. Here we are, so that is the finished piece. I never know when to stop, and I always end up coming back to it thinking, I could add a bit more to that, but for now, for this video, I think I'm just going to call that finished. I've just posted a photo of the finished drawing onto my Patreon Facebook community group. I also filmed a reel while I was doing this drawing, so I've got so many video clips for that. Look how many little videos there are. This is just standard for an artist's camera roll. Like, I just filmed a little bit of each section of the drawing, which I'll literally put like 1 second of each clip in the reel that I do. So I need to do that at some point, possibly today or tomorrow. I like to post on social media about a Patreon tutorial once that part is uploaded, because otherwise I feel like I'm sort of showing everyone this drawing that I've done and they can't even go and do the part that I've been filming. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock now. I probably need to set off about 5:30, 6, so I've got a few hours to work on commissions, and I'll catch you up at some point later because I'm going to work on my secret Christmas commission, so yeah, I can't really share that with you. My auntie makes the most incredible cakes, and she's made a ginger cake which I've already eaten loads of, and I think this is a Guinness cake. I'm sure it is. It tastes like red velvet and it's just amazing. I'm going to have some of this now as a little afternoon snack. As much as I didn't want summer to end this year. Hello ducks. I do love autumn. Just look how gorgeous the colours are. Something really pretty about autumn. Come on then.
So don't say you ever loved me. Don't say you ever cared. My darkest friend was. My only hope can break me.
I finished editing the bear tutorial, so I'm just finishing off the reel that I started while I was editing it. I've been doing a few different things. I've been printing out Etsy orders and editing a reel on CapCut, and I use CapCut pretty much 90% of the time when I edit reels, and all I do is I import all of the videos into here, and usually I'll go onto Instagram and I'll put like a minute long video on and then go through all the songs that you can pick from and find one that matches the video nicely. And for this one, because it's a bear, I thought it'd be nice to have a song from the Brother Bear soundtrack. I used to love that film, so I've just searched for it, Brother Bear, and I chose this. And then what you can do is you can screen record, so if you just press that and then record song, and then once I've done that, I import the extracted audio file, so you can just like add audio and then it comes up with extracted, and then I put that in, and then I can edit the clips to the music because I really like the clips to match to the beat which is like unnecessary, but I do think it makes the video more engaging. There might be ways of doing this automatically or like easier, quicker ways that I haven't yet discovered, but this is just the way I tend to do it, so this is what I've got so far. So I've tried to do it really quick and snappy to make it like more interesting, and I find that these reels tend to do best that I do, like when I edit them really quick and snappy with little bits of footage from each like step of the way. So I need to finish that. I've still got quite a few videos left, but yeah, I'm gonna post this at about 6 o'clock. Usually I'll post on social media around that time because that seems to be when I get the most engagement. So yeah, I'm just going to finish this off and then it's ready to post later because I will be with Becca at that time. Yeah, I'd rather just do it now and then I can just quickly post it later on. These are the cards that I need to cut and pack to send on Etsy. So I've got 2 Gorilla cards and 2 Tabby Cat ones, and as you can see, the quality of these new cards is really nice. Like, I'm really happy with this card stock. I'm honestly so happy that it doesn't have that printer line on it anymore. So now it's just going to be a case of figuring out if there's any better print papers that don't give the little lines. So it must just be the thickness of it. So as you can see, the tiniest little bit there, but it's on the inside, not on the outside. So yeah, really pleased with that card. These are all the cards that I've printed to take to the art shop in Garstang. I need to cut all of those and I'm planning to take them on Friday, so that can be another day's job. I've honestly got such an urge to completely rearrange and redo my studio. I really want to get a standing desk to go at this side of the room and then move this unit that I'm cutting on to the back wall. I have an idea of what I want to do. I think it's just going to take me a bit of time to get there. I'd also quite like to get some more lamps and stuff to make it cosy in here because I feel like it's a bit dark in this corner. Like when I'm doing this, it just feels a bit dull and dark. So I really do want to try and make my environment a little bit more cosy. I was watching Becca's podcast video actually about how your environment affects your mental health and your motivation and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I need to sort it out. I love my little studio, but I do think there's things that I could do to make it more cosy and efficient. I think having a standing desk and moving the other unit over here means I'll probably have to rethink this writing desk. I do really like it, but I don't feel like I use it as much as I thought I would. And I also hate the way that I've upcycled it. Oh gosh, I wish I'd have just painted it like plain white or something. I hate the rustic sort of effect I've gone with. I don't think it fits into this room anymore. So yeah, I need to have a think about what to do with this. It is handy for packing cards, but I feel like if I have a standing desk, that is like an extra surface to work on, so I don't know if I'll need it. I just don't know if I've got it in me to do another upcycle. I've realised I do not enjoy upcycling furniture. As much as I love the idea of it, I don't enjoy the process. Tell you what though, it's lovely to be back packing Etsy orders again. I have missed this and I'm glad I managed to find an alternative and I've been able to reopen the shop. I do need to tweak my product descriptions to remove the Tintoretto gesso card from the description and just put hammered card or something. I've just gone to do the delivery for those cards that I'm sending out from Etsy, and Royal Mail have put the costs of first class delivery up to £1.65 for a normal letter. So I just can't with that anymore. Like, sadly, I'm gonna have to take the free first class delivery off of my cards, and I've put free second class, so you still get free delivery, but there's an option to upgrade to first class, which, to be honest, I've been thinking about doing that for a while, because I feel like even large businesses that make loads and loads of money don't give free first class delivery. So I just feel like it's one of them. Can't just keep giving things away for next to nothing. So yeah, I'm just going through and editing all my listings and changing the descriptions and the delivery and stuff now. Probably just going to take me a little while. I might have more of an admin day today where I just get all of the bits and bobs done that I need to do. I've finished editing all of the listings, and I've also changed the polar bear Christmas card. I had the adult polar bear and a baby one next to it, but I really didn't like the baby. I feel like I didn't do the best job on that drawing, so I've took it out and it's now just the adult polar bear. So yes, I am happy with that. And I now need to film the next part of the bald eagle tutorial, which I'm still doing. It's taken me quite some weeks to get it done, but I'm going to do that before I go over to Lytham to Craft and Common to meet Becca, so let's do it. Okay, we've got the bald eagle set up and ready to film the next part. I've got my phone set up to film a little bit of a reel. I'm trying to get a lot more on the ball with filming reels and filming myself. I feel like I don't show my face enough on my Instagram, so yeah, that's all set up, ready to go. And I'm going to focus on filming this next part of the wing. So this is how the bald eagle's looking. It's quite a detailed, large drawing if you look in comparison to my hand, so it's taken me a while to get through all of the feather details, but if you're struggling with drawing feathers, then this might just be the tutorial to help you. It's a challenge and it's a fun challenge, but once you've done it, I'm sure you'll be a lot clearer on how to draw feathers. So let's do the next part, and then I'm going to be setting off to meet Becca in a couple of hours. There we are, so that is the next part finished. Hopefully I'll get the wing done in the next video, and then we can move on to the second wing. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's looking. I also put a post on my Patreon asking about what everyone would like to do for the next fundamentals tutorial, so I'm going to do a poll for that tomorrow, and then we can get on with a brand new tutorial. But for now, I need to go and get ready to meet up with the lovely Becca Barron. So let's go. Let's go.
Look at all them thumbprints.
Oh my god.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed?
Oh, this took me forever. The leaves took forever.
It looks amazing.
We'll see how it turns out. Hopefully the thumbprints disappear.
Back in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I am definitely coming down with something today, so I'm going to have a bit more of a laid back day than usual. I feel like I'm getting tonsillitis. Tonsillitis is seriously the bane of my life. I get it all the time and it drives me mad, but I don't get it quite enough to have my tonsils taken out. So yeah, I just have to deal with it when it comes. But yeah, I need to cut and pack all of those cards for the Garstang Art Room Gallery. So I might do that today. I've also got a few more Etsy orders. I popped a little story on my Instagram yesterday just telling everyone that my Etsy shop was back open. So I've had a couple of orders. So I've printed those cards out. I need to pack those. So I might just do that for the next hour, I've edited the next part of the bald eagle tutorial, so that's uploading, and I've also made another reel for that, so I am really on the ball with reels this week. Yeah, I had such a lovely evening with Becca. I feel like sometimes having a wholesome evening of just being creative and relaxing is all you need. I had a hot chocolate and just painted my little Christmas mug, and we can go and pick it up in 3 weeks' time, so I'll make sure to share what the finished glazed and fired mug looks like. So yeah, I'm going to get on with doing those cards today and just see how I feel. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself to get all of my to-do list tasks finished. I'm just going to try not to overdo it. I was supposed to be meeting up with Amy McKim and Suzanne Taylor today, but for a few different reasons I don't think we're going to be meeting up. So in a way, I feel like I do need a bit of a cosy recovery day anyway. I feel like I'm not much fun to be around when I feel unwell. So yeah, I just feel like I end up going really quiet and like I struggle to make interesting conversation. So I honestly feel like my eyes keep just like closing like this. That's all 40 of the Christmas cards packed and ready to take to the art room gallery tomorrow. She's also ordered some gift tags, so I need to cut and pack some more of the Christmas design ones, and then I'm just going to take some of the other designs and then she can just pick whichever ones that she wants to take. So yeah, I'll take those tomorrow. Just thought I'd show you some of the little bits that I brought back from Kenya. So I got this little giraffe and this leopard from the gift shop that was in the second part of my vlogs. I will link my Kenya vlogs down below, by the way, if you're interested in going and watching and seeing what we got up to over in Kenya on safari. I got this little watercolour greeting card from the Sheldrick Trust of one of the little elephant orphans, and I'm going to find a frame for that, so I'm going to put that on the wall somewhere. I also got this little elephant ornament from the Sheldrick Trust, and I just really like it because it's got one of the little blankets on its back that the elephants have when they're going to bed. And then I got this little ball from the gorge at Hell's Gate, the one that inspired the Lion King, and I picked up some rocks from various different places. Does anyone else like doing that when they go to a different country or go away somewhere? They collect rocks. Like that obsidian is from the gorge, the pumice stones from the gorge, and then there's a little rock from the border to Tanzania. I also got this zebra mask from that gift shop from the second part of the vlog, and I bought this from the Maasai tribe when we went to the Lowita Hills experience visit. And then I bought this lion from the man that was telling me about the Rift Valley, which was in part 1 of the vlogs. He was showing me like all the different words in Swahili and the different parts of the Rift Valley, and I ended up buying this lion from him. So I need to find somewhere to put that. But yeah, this is why I want to have like a bit of a rearrange of my studio and get all these things in like nice homes and get it all a bit more tidy. By the way, if anyone's wondering about selling things in art galleries or gift shops, you know, having your products in shops and you're wondering about pricing things, I went into the art room gallery in Gaistang last week and I didn't really know what price to have in mind to go in with. I knew that it was going to have to be cheaper than what I sell my products for, because obviously they don't want to price the products higher than you sell them, because then why wouldn't someone just go and buy it off your website instead? So yeah, whatever you price your products at, go in at like half the price to sell to shops and stuff. Obviously it might vary for different places. Some shops might just take a commission on what you sell and let you put it in for free, and then if it sells you then get a cut of the sale. And yeah, I think that is a good rule of thumb. It means that you just take a bit of a cut to the profits that you make, but it's like it's a guaranteed sale that you're making, and it's putting your work into a new place where it could potentially be seen by a lot more people, so it's worth it in my opinion. Obviously you don't make as much on each product that you're selling, but it just means that you're able to get it out there. So yeah, I'm gonna go and take those tomorrow. I now need to work on the next part of my horse tutorial for YouTube. Don't think it'll be too long before that one's finished, but yeah, it is 1:45 and that usually takes me about an hour and a half, so then I'll have a bit of time afterwards to do a bit of drawing. Whether I do commissions or something else, I will decide later, but I feel like I like doing commissions on a Friday when I'm sort of chilling out a bit more. So we're doing the mouth and nose area of the horse now. So this is a completely free tutorial that is on my YouTube channel, and so far we're on the 11th part, so it's quite a long one, but it is detailed, and I go through all of the different steps of recreating this horse's face on the nose and mouth area. And then I need to do the white bit, I haven't done that yet, and then we can move on to the body after that. So yeah, this will be going up tomorrow, so I'm gonna get on with it and see how far I get. There we go, that's the next part of the horse tutorial finished. It's gone really misty and atmospheric outside, it looks really cool. It's now 3:30. I think I might work a little bit on my Kenya original that I'm doing. So this is the original that I started, inspired by my amazing trip to Kenya, and this is a reference that I took myself. I do plan on doing a lot more originals with my references than just this one, but yeah, this was the one that I just really wanted to start first, and it's of these sleepy hippos in the Mara River with little oxpeckers on them. I have added a few extra ones. I've sort of combined a few different references, and this piece is quite a big one, so yeah, I've been working on that just like here and there. I always like to have something to work on just so that I don't lose the love for drawing. I always like to have a bit of a passion project, and I'd love to maybe enter this into David Shepherd's wildlife art competition next year. So yeah, I've got quite a bit to do. I'm using the Canson Moulin de Roy paper for this, and it's working really nicely for this because I'm using a lot of Caran d'Ache luminance colours and they blend really nicely on this. But yeah, it's not as good with polychromos, I don't think. But yeah, I might just do a little bit more of this, see how far I get, and have a bit of a chat. Okie dokie. So yeah, like I said, I'd love to create a full collection of Kenya originals and limited edition prints. So I'm going to see how I get on with these. I sort of have this vision now for the future where I do a lot more of my own photography and then create artwork from those references. I'd love to get more into wildlife photography. The Kenya trips have really inspired me in terms of that. I'd like to save up and get a proper camera with a long lens and stuff and do a lot more videography. I really enjoyed making the Kenya vlogs and like doing it a bit of a wildlife documentary style. I'd love to do more stuff like that and visit different places and then create artwork fully just inspired by the places that I've been to. That is sort of where I see the direction of my business heading in the future. And I imagine that we'll definitely do more trips in the future where you guys can come along with us. I've just put a bit of a pause on it for the time being, just because I've got a big trip next year to Las Vegas for my 30th. I can't believe I'm 30 next year, but yeah, we're going to go on a family trip to Vegas and we're doing a road trip around Vegas to loads of different national parks. We're going to the Grand Canyon, we're going to go to Zion National Park, Cathedral Gorge. There's a few different places we're going to, so I'd love to have a camera by then and do some photos and videos and stuff, and let me know if you'd be interested in a vlog of that, because I will definitely do that. I like creating travel vlogs. I feel like that is something that I'd love to get more into as well. So yeah, I'm just using Cold Grey 2 to build up the first base layer. And like I said, I'm using a lot of luminance pencils for this. This violet grey one is really nice. For this drawing, I'm using that to add like the purple tones. Yeah, definitely love to get more into photography. I think it goes hand in hand with being a wildlife artist. So if you can master both, then the opportunities are going to be pretty good. Because as much as I love using references by wildlife photographers, it hits different when it's your own reference and you've been there and there's context to the image and you can tell the story of like where it was. Yeah, hopefully you guys like what I create out of these references too. Yeah, I'm just feeling very inspired by it all at the minute, and it's nice to get an hour here and there just to work on a passion project. I'm gonna do my commissions tomorrow. I like doing commissions on a Monday and a Friday. I feel like that works really nicely for me. And then I use the rest of the week to do all my tutorials and other bits and bobs. Yeah, I don't really see a lot of hippo arts. I see a lot of like lions and big cats and elephants and stuff, but I don't see loads and loads of hippos, so a little bit different for me. Never drawn a hippo before, but I'm really enjoying it. It's like almost a bit like drawing an elephant with the skin, the wrinkles and stuff, but a bit smoother. Quite forgiving because if you put a mark in the wrong place, it doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, we saw these hippos on the second day in the Masai Mara when we went over to the Masai River, and that's the river where you can see the Great Wildebeest Migration crossing, where you see all the wildebeest jumping through the river, crossing from one side to the other, and it's where the Masai Mara meets with the Serengeti in Tanzania. So it was a really amazing sight to see all the hippos asleep in the river. We saw a crocodile as well. And there were a few babies. I took quite a lot of references when we were at the river, so I feel like if this piece does well, I've got plenty of other hippo ones that I could do like a series of. I would like to do more sort of series and collections and not just random little one-off pieces. I really love the colours in this piece. I feel like for my originals, I do like to use slightly softer colours than the references. I mean, the colours are very soft in the reference, to be fair, but I feel like I want to have that sort of almost pastel feel to my originals, which I can't really do that for commissions, because with commissions, like, your client expects the colours to be true to the pet, so I tend to keep them very, very, very close to the reference. But for stuff like this, I like to play around with using slightly different colours. I'm going to use some Van Dyke Brown. I don't use this colour often at all, but I've been using it for this piece and I think it looks really nice. Just to get in those shadows where they're a bit brown. Just tones really nicely with the purples and the blues. Yeah, it's hard when you're a wildlife artist to make your work stand out against other people's. I mean, you don't always have to stand out, but I suppose it's nice to have your own sort of style and way of doing things, and I'd love to develop a style with more and more originals that I do, and a bit of dark sepia in the really dark bits. But yeah, this piece will be for sale. If it was to sell before the David Shepherd Wildlife Artist competition, then that would be amazing. I'd just do something else for that, but it will be for sale, so if you're interested, do get in touch. Just pop me an email over. I'm gonna add a bit of nougat, I think, into the little toes. So I've edited the horse tutorial for YouTube, that's uploading, and now I'm going to go into Garstang and drop off the Christmas cards for the art room gallery. So I've got 10 of each design. We've got polar bear, the snowy deer, the snowy fox, and the little Christmas robin on the holly. And I've also got 5 of the Christmas gift tags, and I'm going to take all my other ones just in case she wants to take any more. And I'm also going to drop my Etsy orders off at the post office. And I also need to get a 60th birthday gift while I'm out. I'm at a 60th due tomorrow, so I need to find a nice little card and present. And then when I get back, I'm just going to get on with some more bits and bobs. I'm back, and I just thought I'd show you what I got for a little 60th birthday gift. I went into this shop in Garstang called Bluebells and Daisies, and they had these little sets, and it's like dried flowers, and then you get some chocolate, sea salt caramel chocolate. And I couldn't find any cards that I liked the look of, so I just made one of my own. And I've done my giraffes and I've put them on a card because she loves giraffes. It's my friend's mum. She absolutely loves giraffes, so I thought I would give her one of my own cards, and then it's extra special. That's the great thing about selling greeting cards. You're never stuck for cards to give people, so yeah. Now it is 2 o'clock, and because I feel a bit weary, I don't want to do anything too major. I've decided to do a bit of commission work so that I feel like I'm not lagging behind, and this is a commission that I'm working on of Bailey, who sadly passed away recently, and I'm doing a background. So far I've done a little bit of the pebbles in the water. This was his favourite place to go by the reservoir, so I wanted to include that in the portrait. But yeah, I'm just very slowly and gradually adding in all the pebble details, so it's going to take me a while, I think, to get all that in. I don't usually draw backgrounds, but it's something that I'm enjoying experimenting with a little bit more at the minute, so I'm just doing little bits and bobs at a time with this one because it's quite intense doing that much with a background all in one go. It's quite like a confusing thing to draw. So I was doing another commission where I was expecting to do like a really big background, but we decided not to go with a background. So my plan was to get some pan pastels for that one, but yeah, we decided against it. So maybe I need to try a different piece where I have a go at using some pan pastels. Thing is that I just feel like I don't like pastel matte. I don't know, I need to give it a go. I have got a sheet that I ordered before I went to Kenya that I've not touched properly yet because I did like a little tester and I wasn't enjoying it, so I do need to try it though. I need to give it a chance. But for this one I'm just using the coloured pencils as the base for the background, trying to make it look really soft. I really hope you enjoyed joining me for another studio vlog. If you did, then I'd love it if you could give this video a like because it really does help my channel out. Subscribe to see more videos like this and I will see you in the next one. So bye for now.